Hello, and this is Saturday Morning Recorded, and I'm your host, Cohen Vogel, and for today's special guest, that's my friend Dan Cleberg. For your weekly tidbit of news, it's that in Brazil, researchers discovered some electric eels who lived at the bottom of a deep river, hunted in groups, which they normally don't do. They normally hunt and live alone. But these electric eels, at dawn and dusk, would occasionally come together, meet up, with 100 or more eels, and then go hunting together as a group. That's crazy. Here's our special guest. This week, my special guest is Dan Cleberg. So,
it is.
For your first question, it will be, what is it like, or what is your favorite part about running a coffee house?
Best part about is the people. My staff, super cool people. Fun building relationships with them and forming a team with them and getting through tasks together and special events together and figuring things out together. And then all the people who come in here and all the community that we build, just people getting to know people in a real fun atmosphere and fun environment, and all the friends we've had over the years and all the people that we've seen become friends. People have met their spouses here, got married, and so just seeing all these relationships form and build over the years, that's the best part, the people.
And then, what is your favorite drink that you serve at the coffee house?
My favorite drink, I would say the biggest, juiciest drink we have is the frozen float, and there's two of them. One's Kel's frozen float and one's Tom's frozen float. And basically what a frozen float is you take a smoothie and put ice cream on top and then put a bunch of whipped cream and then chocolate on top of that. And so the Kel's frozen float is named after my nephew Kelly, who was always hyper when he was little. So that one has espresso in it. And Tom's frozen float is named after my nephew Thomas, who was pretty chill when he was a kid and still is to this day. So that's the one without espresso. So if you want to be hyper, you get the one with espresso. If you want to be chill, get Tom's frozen float.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What is your favorite event that you host?
Favorite? I would say anything that brings out a bunch of people and it's a good crowd. Most of the shows are good, from kids who are just practicing in their garage, and they show up just to see what it's like to play in front of people. There's just always a good vibe, especially if all their friends come out and everyone has a good time. To professionals who are traveling through and have a really polished set, what it really boils down to is, was there a good group of people that showed up, and did we have a good time? And it doesn't have to be a lot, it just has to be a group of people. But I would probably say the best, my favorite events are festivals, where we have a bunch of bands and there's a bunch of stuff going on. There's tons of people around, and there's just a good community feel to it.
Yeah. And then you were also on a magazine recently. So
yes.
What was it like to be on the cover of a magazine?
I was on the cover of Aberdeen magazine, which was super cool. Someone interviewed me, Susan Skrupski interviewed me, and wrote a really cool story about the history of the coffee house and my role in it, and pretty much the fallout, the nonprofit organization that we do, and what was it like having my face on the cover? It was a little weird, for sure, because everywhere you go in town, there's a stack of my face over here and a stack of my face over there, and I thought maybe I'd go out to Walmart and get away from it, and there's stacks of them out at Walmart. Walked into Mazatlan just to order a to-go order, and I walked up and I was like, I'd like to put my order, and I looked down, there's a stack of them, and I just flipped it over and she just laughed at it. So it was a little weird, but it was really cool because there's several people who walked up to me and said, hey, I saw your article in the magazine, and I got to meet a bunch of people. So for the last 3 months, just random people coming up and introducing themselves and talking to me. So that's definitely the upside, is just meeting random strangers who saw my face on the cover of a magazine. So.
And then for your final question, it'll be, what is your favorite book?
Favorite book? I would say book, my favorite book of all time would have to be the Bible. I've read the Bible a lot, and I've, growing up, that was a guide for me, and everything that we do at the Rooster is kind of like really has a spiritual basis to it. Just loving people and accepting people and bringing everyone in and building community. But I would say, as far as like other books that I've enjoyed recently, Paul Coelho, how do you say it? Paul Coelho did The Alchemist. I really like The Alchemist, read that a long time ago. And I just finished, or I'm almost finished, with the Zahir, Z-A-H-I-R, really good book. His writing is super like dreamy and mystical and kind of got a spiritual vibe to it, and it's got a really cool feel to it.
Well, thank you.
You bet.
Here's 30 Seconds of Nature. Here's Eva's word of the week.
Expressive.
Here's the Take 5. And here's this week's Take 5.
Lightning round.
For your first question, it will be, are you a morning person or night person?
See? I'm both, man. I can stay up all night and have fun, and I don't mind waking up first thing in the morning and getting stuff done, and I have to do that quite often when you own your own business. What if I had to choose? I would choose night. I would choose night if I had to.
And then, how do you like your eggs?
I'm a vegan, so I don't eat eggs. So I would say tofu scramble. No, tofu scramble.
Okay.
But when I did eat eggs is when I was a kid. Scrambled. Yeah, definitely.
And then, what's your favorite sitcom?
I like Schitt's Creek. Is that a sitcom? I think so.
I think so. And then, have you ever peed in a pool?
Of course. Duh. Well, I missed that. I'll have to try that again sometime. Thanks for bringing that up.
And then, for your final question, it'll be, if you could help an endangered animal species, which would you pick?
I have to choose an endangered animal species. The panda I like. He's adorable. Let's go with panda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Pandas are a great choice to choose because they, even though they are still endangered, they're on a climb to recovery, and they are very unique animals. They're one of the very few animals that can eat bamboo, and they're just really cool. And you should definitely go donate to any site that can donate to pandas to help them out. But you can, if you don't have a site that you like to donate to, you can go to wwf.org and you can donate to pandas. You can get shirts, stuffed animals, tons of other things like socks, slippers, pajamas, all these sorts of things, and you get those things, plus having a donation going to helping out pandas and other animal species. So it's really cool, and you should definitely go donate to help them out. For my book recommendation this week, I'm going to be recommending this book, Good Morning, Good Night, Little Pep Talks for Me and You, Lin-Manuel Miranda, by Lin-Manuel Miranda, illustrated by Johnny's son. It's a really great book, and it's about little poems. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You should definitely go check it out. For my adventure this week, me and my family got 3 new trees in our boulevard. My dad discovered a way we can help water the trees at a rate that they enjoy. So we got 3 5-gallon buckets, and we drilled small holes on one side near the bottom. And then when we put the water in them, it slowly trickles into the tree, and you put it at the base of the tree, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And I'm your host, Cohen Vogel, signing off.